I can't look back, it's too late now. My days are hours and I don't know how, but I believe the great is still yet to come. I won't stop fighting, man, until I'm done.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 101st Breakfast Ball. I'm your host, Bob Cardia, and God bless you for watching these 101 episodes. Today's episode is another tribute to our number one fan, our number one viewer. It's Mr. Toby Havenquist. Toby, we missed one episode during the snowstorm a couple, probably 3-4 weeks ago now, and Toby got my contact information, reached out to me, and asked me if everything was okay. Which, gosh, folks, you know how good that made me feel. That Toby, I know he watches every week, but I mean, it's knowing that you're making a difference in someone else's life is really, really, really cool. So anyway, that's today's episode. By the way, if you like what we're doing, smash that subscribe button, please. We're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and we're getting closer by the week, by the day. And if you comment, I love the breakfast ball in the comment section, you're eligible to win a Starbucks gift card. Anyway, yeah, the lake again, the fireside chats. Hopefully someday we will see the ground again. This winter's been crazy. But anyway, so yes, I was sitting last week working on some golf school stuff. South Jersey Golf Schools, by the way, if you need to reach us, you can go on our website, South Jersey Golf Schools. We're the oldest golf schools in the state of New Jersey. But Toby reached out to me saying, are you okay? Didn't see an episode last week. And if you ever come to a moment, because some of our episodes and and shorts have received thousands of views, and some of them have received very few views. So you sit back and you wonder, am I doing the right thing, or can I do this? And then you get a guy like Toby who watches every week and reaches out to you and says, hey, where's the episode? Those are the times that you need to be truly grateful. I discussed it sometime in the past few episodes, but I saw it on YouTube myself not too long ago. Basically, the psychology of it is, if you keep gratefulness in your heart, the first place it goes is to your brain. And, the ability to be grateful permeates into other feelings. So if you're grateful, in this case, I'm thrilled to hear from Toby telling me about, where was the episode. But if you keep that in your heart, it not only goes to more passion, aspirations, because the bottom line is, when you do what I do, and you run your own business and whatnot, you need to be a leader. And I think it was Tony Robbins said there was two keys to growing in your life. One is to create, okay, or to grow, right? And the other is to give. So I've found personally, and I think he alluded to it in his own stuff, is, the more you create, the more you, I guess, lead or push yourself to grow, the more you'll be able to give. So one feeds on the other. I have this habit that I do, and I did it actually 4 or 5 times today while I was driving down to my lake house here, was I just randomly go through my phone and look at a name that I haven't seen in a while, and I call them. And as my father used to say from that old song, I just called to say I love you from Stevie Wonder. I'll call and leave a message, something to the extent of, I'm just calling because I haven't heard from you in a while, and I want to know what's going on in your life. I want to know what, talk to me. I care. And the response you get from that kind of stuff is awesome. I get more, from doing that than I guess the person that I'm talking to on the other line gets, because I feel like I've at the end of the day tried to make someone else's life better. And when you do that, you create. It makes me more grateful, and I think that the person I reach out to also becomes more grateful. So growing, okay, and that's Tony Robbins' big, growing and giving. Don't ever stop growing, folks. If you ever feel stagnant, and I have a friend of mine also who always talks about, being stagnant or being, I guess, for lack of a word, trapped, in their day-to-day grind. The way you get out of that, folks, is you create, you grow. And that's one of the things I do with my music. I'm going down, not this weekend, but the following weekend, to my buddies Matty J and Chip. Our name of our band is Birmingham Bob and the Bull Roast. You could probably look it up on Spotify if you want to. We're coming out with a few new songs coming up. And again, music, was never I always loved music, but it was never my big thing, growing up. But I said, you know what? I have some things in my head and things I want to do. And I pushed it forward. And guess what? Now the three of us, and maybe even my niece Paige, might jump in as our drummer. Like it's so cool to me, and it adds more to my my life and my gratefulness and my I guess overall outlook on life is the fact that I'm pushing and growing. But anyway, Toby, thank you, sir, for reaching out to me saying that you missed the breakfast ball that week. It meant a lot, and we're going to keep on going. We're over 100 episodes now, and I just want to keep on growing to the next level. Hope you guys are liking what we're doing. Hit that subscribe button so we can keep on pushing to get to my 1,000 subscribers. Guys, have a great week. I will look forward to seeing you next week. Keep them straight, keep the faith, and be grateful. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Glass of bourbon, ha ha. My bourbon, ha ha. My bourbon, ha ha. Alcohol, because no great story ever started with I'll have a salad.